Mike.
Good group here.
Phil's here. Phil's here today. Sorry. I had a day off today, so yeah, sorry.
We all marked you down for that.
That's point.
How was practice today, Coach?
It was good. I thought we got a lot of stuff done. It's it's one good thing about this time of the year. If you really believe it, you're just part of the process as you go along. And you got to get certain things done every day, and so I thought it was a good job today.
Got Grant in your back?
Yeah. And Cody came back a little bit further today, and I imagine if everything goes okay, he doesn't swell up, that he'll be practicing tomorrow full speed. So those are positives for sure.
Is Grant on the way back to playing, or is that too early to say?
Too early to say. I think we'll have to look at him. I think tomorrow will be a big day regarding that.
Mike, when you look at the Stanford tape with Oregon, did they kind of create a blueprint on how to slow down the Ducks?
Well, that's much easier said than done, because you're talking about Stanford is just a good defense. They lead the nation in lots of categories, so you'd like to have that blueprint for every game. They just play well, and they have really good players. So, we have to do. We'd like to do what they were able to do, but we don't have that same exact style. We don't play that front, so it's different.
One of the things, go ahead. One of the things they were able to do was slow down the Ducks offense as well. Definitely you said not quite the same defense, but did you notice about just different things in that game plan in terms of how to slow them down too?
Well, that's again, it's what you do play to play that can slow a team down. That kind of unique to they just did a very good job of defense, and when you play good defense, then you have a chance to be in every game, and their formula was to play good defense, and they did, and they ran it into the fourth quarter and then ran it into overtime and found a way to win.
Wait, in terms of go ahead, John. Did you learn anything from watching that film? Not that you have to tell us what it is, but
I think that we learn from every film that we watch, and everybody's jumping to the conclusion that all of a sudden there's a magic formula to beating Oregon because Stanford did. That's not true, guys. You got to play real well. They made a whole bunch of plays, and so there is no watch the film and beat Oregon idea here. Okay, let's just get that. Yeah, I'd like that. If anybody's really got one of those, we'll take it.
Marcus, you guys played against mobile quarterbacks, Brett Hundley, Matt Scott. What makes him different and better?
He's really a good player. If you didn't have to play against him, he'd be fun to watch. He appears to me to have it all. I love how he passes. He's got a great release, makes snap decisions, snaps the ball out of his hand, runs their offense, the option type parts of it real well. And then when he just pulls the ball down and scrambles, it's as dangerous as him throwing the ball. So he's really a good player. One of the best I've seen all year anywhere.
Like we talked about Jeff Tedford last week, we got fired this morning. Can you talk about what he's done at Cal?
I was really sorry to see that. I'm very disappointed in that because I know, I think you and I talked last week about I know what Cal was before Jeff got there, which was not a very good football team nor good football program, and everything's changed since he's been there. Now he's had a rough year, but he is. The identity of Cal football over the period of time has been the Jeff's teams and his staff and the number of great players that they recruited there and went through there. He's a fabulous guy for college football too. Ethical, smart, hardworking, a great representative of his university. So I'm just really sorry to hear that.
Talking about coaches, what do you think about Chip? Do you think that he's kind of...
About Chip?
Do you think that he's kind of created a kind of offense that other teams are trying to mimic now?
Oh, I think absolutely. I think people all over the country are watching Oregon and trying to get ideas about playing offensive football. There's no doubt Chip impacted the University of Oregon big time when he came, and is continuing to do that and establish a unique identity for their school and football program. Really, really great football coach. That's it.
How have you gotten to know him over the years since he's been in Eugene?
Well, I know the football end of it through the film. You know, I've watched a lot of Oregon film, and again, you know, it's just a very unique, well done job that they're doing down there. And then the other part of it is you know, we all get to see each other at these off-season either meetings or functions or conventions or Nike affiliation things. So, you know, it's not like we've been around each other a lot of times, but those are the kinds of things that through, you know, when you do it for 10 years or something, you get to see somebody quite a bit.
Mike, in terms of trying to slow them down, as far as running the ball, how important is the play of DJ and Mike Dock and even the linebackers?
Well, you know, I think that in this day and age, when you get into games against the spread teams, I think that's what's really fun about college football right now. There's such a variety of what people are doing. You know, you play Stanford one week, and all the players that they have playing in the game on offense are right between the hash marks. I mean, you know, a lot of times that's where they all are, right in there. And then you play Oregon, and they're spread from sideline to sideline. And I'm getting to your question, is that you need versatile people and that can run, and that's what Michael Doctor and DJ can do. They're kind of, in this day and age right now, they're kind of prototype outside linebackers for what we do.
It's sunny right now, but it's been kind of apocalyptic past kind of 48 hours. What does that mean for you guys in terms of preparation, not necessarily knowing what kind of weather you're going to get, because it would probably alter your game plan a little bit?
Well, it could alter it, but probably not. You know, we've played now in it a little bit. It was like that against Cal the other night, and that was, you know, and we're going to probably get out and at least practice in it one day. I thought there would be, we had too much learning stuff today, so I thought we'd just stay inside. But I hope the thing that alters game plans is wind. Okay, so that changes a lot of stuff, kicking game in particular, but obviously can affect passing too. But normally rain itself is not a major factor. Fog can be big here. We've had a couple of those against Oregon, but you know. So that's, we kind of have to play that as it comes, and we try to prepare for it as best we can by getting out in it, particularly with our offense.
How important is the kicking game for this upcoming Civil War? Because U of O's kicker missed 2 important field goals in their loss to Stanford.
Well, the kicking game can always swing a game. You know, you hope to impact the game positively in the kicking game, or not lose the game for yourself. You know, bad snaps, just some kind of bad play, you know, long returns. That's, you know, you trade vast chunks of yardage in the kicking game, punting, kicking off, and so you want to, if you're the coverage team, you want to keep that team. And so the field position deal with Oregon can be huge. So the game can be changed dramatically with a kicking game error or a big play by the other team in the kicking game.
And what's your best Civil War memory?
A lot of memories. I don't know that I have a best one. I think that I remember, funny thing to remember, because they both were in Oregon. I remember being, the first Civil War I was ever at, I think, was at Hayward Field. And I remember being there and Thurman Bell making a great interception for the Beavers. And then another Civil War early on I remember was the opening of Autzen Stadium. So I was there. And then a great memory, which I think was a changing point in Oregon State football, really was the '98 game. I think that Kenny Simonton running our outside zone play for a touchdown to win the game was a very, very good memory.
Do you talk about like?
I haven't yet, but I will. You know, and I think it's neat to be able to be educated. I think as the older they get here, the more they understand if they're not from our state.